Before we even touch the cookie dough, we are starting with the filling. And this step is what separates a good cookie from a great one. For the tahini insert, you will need 120 grams of tahini. To that, we're adding 10 grams of melted coconut oil, 30 grams of icing sugar together with a pinch of salt, and 15 grams of maple syrup. Mix everything together until the mixture is smooth and slightly thickened. You're looking for a consistency that holds its shape just a little. Now portion this into 10 small bowls, roughly 15 grams each. You can use a spoon, a small cookie scoop, or just eyeball it as I do it. Then straight into the freezer for 30 to 40 minutes. Here is why it's important scientifically. Freezing the filling gives it structural integrity. When it hits the heat of the oven, it melts slowly and evenly, giving you that clean molten center instead of just leaking out and turning your beautiful cookie into a complete puddle. While those inserts are chilling, let's build the dough. In a large bowl, combine your wet ingredients: 120 grams of brown sugar, 60 grams of white sugar, 40 grams of tahini, 110 grams of vegan butter that's melted but not hot, as we don't want it to cook anything prematurely. Then 60 grams of plant milk and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. For the dry mix, 180 grams of plain flour, 5 grams of baking soda, 3 grams of salt, and 25 grams of cacao powder. Dutch processed if you can get it, as it gives a deeper, less acidic chocolate flavor. Whisk those together and set aside. Whisk everything until the mixture turns glossy and slightly thickened. What is happening here is sugars are beginning to dissolve into the fats, and the tahini is acting as an emulsifier, binding everything into a cohesive, stable base. Now fold in your dry ingredients. Then add 120 grams of dark chocolate chunks at least 70% cacao. And if you want a little extra nuttiness and crunch, 30 grams of toasted sesame seeds are a wonderful addition here. Your dough should be soft but scoopable. Think thick brownie batter that holds its shape. If it feels too soft or sticky, pop it in the fridge for 15 minutes, and yes, it will feel sticky. It's a sticky dough. We're not going to fight it, we're going to work with it. Wet hands are your best friend here. Now for the fun part and the slightly messy part. Portion your dough into bowls of 90 to 100 grams each. Flatten each one in your palm, place a frozen tahini disc right in the center, then wrap the dough fully around it, sealing the edges carefully. Here's a professional tip that makes a real difference. Once wrapped, roll each cookie into a tall round ball rather than flatten it. A tall ball means the cookie spreads outwards as it bakes, creating that thick bakery style height rather than a flat pancake situation nobody asked for. Once shaped, the cookies go into the refrigerator for a minimum of 30 minutes. This is a critical step because the cold firms up the fat in the dough, slowing the spread during baking and keeping your filling exactly where it belongs. Just before the oven, you can quickly smooth the shape again. Now bake at 180 degrees Celsius for 11 to 13 minutes. You're looking for edges that are just set while the center still look underbaked kind of. The moment they come out of the oven, tap the tray once or twice firmly on the counter. This creates those gorgeous wrinkled edges. Then immediately sprinkle with flaky salt or toasted sesame seeds while the surface is still tacky. And that's it! A vegan tahini molten cookie that is technically precise, deeply chocolatey, and genuinely impressive. If you make these, tag me at Ambrosia Pastry Lab and I want to see them. I want to see how it goes for you. And I will see you in the next one.